Hey everybody, Nicole here with Gadget Repair Expo, and we are live. It was supposed to be the end of the world today. It is the eclipse happened,
The eclipse.
but
Put your
here we
sunglasses
are.
on.
Yeah, we got our shades on.
So
My eyes are
here we
still
are.
hurting.
The world did not end.
No,
So I had to get back to work. So
I have to pay my bills.
and so the expo is a week away. So this day next week, you will be probably arriving in Vegas and getting
Yes.
ready for the show. And you should come pre-register and print your badges. If you are arriving on Wednesday, we will be at the location from 1 to 6 p.m. And so this is important also is that you'll know how to get inside. You can figure out your parking situation. If you're staying at the MGM, then you can find how to walk to the location, right? And come get your badge printed so you don't have to wait in line on day one. Because if you've ever been, the lines can get busy. So before we get really into the expo, let's go ahead and go around the room and introduce. We do have a newbie to our lives, so I'll let him go first. So Jeremy, go ahead. Just explain who you are, company you're with, and what you're going to do at the expo.
Hey everybody, Jeremy Willis with WISE Certification. I'm happy to be coming out to Vegas next week to hang out at the Gadget Repair Expo. Going to be coming out with some folks from Samsung to support their ISP program. Their new, well, fairly newish independent service provider program where independent repair shops can now have access to OEM parts, tools, diagnostic software, and even be listed in their online directory. That is something we've been working closely with Samsung for years on. That does require the WISE certification as kind of a prerequisite to get into that program. Samsung kind of leans on us to do auditing and vetting of technicians and repair shops. So going to run out to Vegas and help the Samsung guys out a little bit, support them where I can. Really excited to see some old friends. I've heard from quite a few people over the last couple of weeks that have seen that I'm going to be there or have asked if I'm, if they're going to be out there. So really excited to see some old buddies. I've been doing this since 2011. So I started way back in those days, primarily around supply chains and parts. So sold parts to a lot of people for a long time. So looking forward to seeing some old faces.
Awesome. Okay, I can't wait to have you there. And I will say the RFA is announcing a program at the GRE. I'm not going to talk about it here, but it is going to be a very helpful free program for members, and you guys are going to love it. So make sure that when you come to the expo that you stop by either the WISE Samsung Motorola booth or RFA booth or Cellbotics booth and learn about our new program that's going to help you through a lot of confusing times. Okay. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead. We'll go next to Ahmed. We're just going to go around.
This is Ahmed. I'm the founder and CEO of Unlimited Prepaid Distribution and Uplock Social. I will be there to speak about marketing, sales training, systems, hiring, and getting things together to make sure to help you guys to grow. But I have a 2 hours sales presentation on the second day. Please make sure to make it there. Bring your team, bring everybody, and let's talk. And let's hear from. I want to hear from you guys. I want to learn what you guys going through so we can work together. And I will be bringing people on stage. Be ready. You might be one of them. Come on over.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. I want to let Martin go, and then Javi go, and then Charles go. So because we're on their channels, of course. So Martin, you want to go ahead, and then we'll let Javi go.
Hi, my name is Martin. We do micro soldering, we do training, we do videos, a lot of content on YouTube and social media on how to do micro soldering, as well as mailing services that we offer here. We've been in business since 2014. So, and we started micro soldering when the iPhone 6 Plus came in with the touch problems. So we've been here doing a lot of micro soldering for the last years. And we're really happy to be in Vegas to meet a lot of incredible people there.
Yeah, awesome. And you know the drill. I needed him bilingual.
Yeah, for sure. ¿Qué tal?
Not
Gracias
you,
por estar
Javi, both of you.
Gracias por estar acá. Será un placer mirarlos allá en Las Vegas. Va a estar una convención donde va a estar un montón de técnicos, bastantes técnicos, bastantes personas que de la industria, distribuidores. Entonces, si puedes atender a Las Vegas este 18 y 19 de abril, la siguiente semana, sería extraordinario. Así podemos aprender, mirar distribuidores, mirar gente que se dedica a lo mismo, a la misma industria, y va a haber varios diferentes demos, varias diferentes pláticas sobre ventas, sobre distribución, sobre cómo arreglar ciertos aparatos. Entonces, si puedes ser parte de eso, te vamos a esperar allá.
Thank you, Martin. All right, Javi. Javi's in a
Hey, what's
construction
up, guys? I'm Javi with Mr. Phone Doctor, and I'm excited for this expo. If you guys don't know me, I specialize in refurb, screen replacements, and basically training, equipment. We're pretty much one-stop shop, and we're going to be doing some live demonstrations to show you guys how easy refurb is, and hopefully you guys can add it to your repair store.
Yeah, and I want to say here, you both will be doing a demo on each day. So if someone's like, oh man, some demos are at the same time on one day and I need to go to both, check them out both days. Now, if you want to see the schedule to plan out your visit, go to the website and download the current schedule, and you can, sit down and plan it out. Now, I will say we're going to be launching an app in the next 24 to 48 hours. So if you have a ticket, you'll be able to download an app, and inside of the app is the schedule, and you can click a little star next to the, like say it says Javi's time slot, right? You can click a little star and it'll move over to the area that says my schedule. So you can build out your whole schedule for the event. You can pick speakers that you want, and it'll actually notify you, hey, you've got your speakers coming up, your demos coming up. And so you can go and look through everything. You guys are going to love this app. There's also a wall that I've already commented on. So I would love you guys to go in there and comment also. So it's going to be a really cool app. You can also message other people and set appointments and all kinds of good stuff. All right, Charles, go ahead. Last but not least.
Hey, how's it going? My name is Charles Davis. I am so excited about the expo, to return there, to see all of the people in the industry that we're used to just seeing on Facebook and actually put a face to it instead of just a little Facebook bubble. I am the owner and founder, CEO of Rise Credit Consulting. We help busy entrepreneurs help properly structure their business so that way they can be prepared to receive funding so they can grow and scale their business. I'm going to be talking about that, as well as trying to speak into the mindset of shell shop owners to change from basically using their profits and their money that they get in for things and to pay their bills, to focusing on investing their profits to buy assets so that they can use that money generated from those assets to go ahead and pay for the stuff that they need in their life and to generate and create financial freedom.
Woo! I love that. That's what I like. I love business topics.
Good to hear your voice, Charles.
Yeah.
Good to see you again, Aman.
We'll be seeing you in 10 days, right?
Right around the corner. I'll be there on Wednesday morning.
Okay, same here. Yeah.
I'm so excited to hear all the speakers and see all the demos. I don't know how I'm going to do all of it either, because I just want to be everywhere all the time with everything going on. So, all right, what are you guys most looking forward to at this expo? Has everybody checked out the schedule? I know Martin and Javi pretty much have, but what do you guys look forward to when you go to an expo? Someone is excited about the app. I'm actually glad to hear that. And someone else said awesome.
I'm excited about seeing people. I want to connect with more people. I want to talk to more people. I want to spend every minute connecting with someone. Make sure to connect, to talk, to ask, stop people. I know we repeat this over and over again because I really want to remind you guys, because once you get into the place, you're going to go, wow. And then you start distraction. Keep a notebook with you. Keep writing names, addresses sometimes. If they don't have a business card, take a picture with someone. I like to take pictures with people that I met. I mean, sometimes I don't care. I take pictures with everybody. But if you can take pictures with people, send them the picture that you bond with them. They know who you are. They remember you, because you're going to meet with a lot of Michaels, a lot of Johns, a lot of Ali's, a lot of Ahmeds. I don't know. There's Charles. There's so many of us over there. Javier's. So make sure you talk to the right Javier. the right Michael, the right this when you call them back. So connect with them, take names, take addresses, phone numbers, connect with them with social media, start interacting with them right there. And once you leave, follow-ups. A lot of people leave and they forget about the expos. Don't do that. Big mistake. You invested time and money, make sure to leverage everything you did.
Yeah, I want to pull in Jeremy here real quick because we've got Jeremy and Charles. They're the newbies for this year's live. So I want to ask you real quick, Jeremy, what is your thought about expos and what can shop owners do, in your opinion, to get the most out of an expo?
Yeah, I think what was just spoken is really good advice, and even more on another layer to that, especially if you're new to going to events like this, really have a game plan going into it. You know, if you're looking to grow an accessory line for additional revenue, if you're looking to do refurbishment, if you're looking to maybe kind of diversify your parts supply, if you're looking for, you know, other sources of revenue that may not be anything you even thought of now, you know, do the research. You can go on the website, you can see who's going to be exhibiting, so you can kind of put together a game plan. That was something key when I first started going to wireless events. When repair kind of got going, I had every single thing planned out. I had a checklist of people I wanted to talk to, what I wanted to talk to them about specifically. And then, like you said, you know, get that conversation in line for what we were going to follow up after the show. So kind of know it before you go in, have that conversation, and already kind of know what you're going to follow up with after the show. So that's one big piece of it. The other piece is just community. I mean, that's the beauty of this for me. This is what I really enjoy. Like, you know, connect. You know, there's no such thing as competition. You know, whether you think you don't want to share ideas with this person because they're going to take it, and you're competing against them, and what, there's enough room in this game for everybody. So much room. So just connect with people, build, be open, talk. You know, that's over the course of the years of this industry blossoming, and this expo and other expos that have come up before you. I mean, I've seen people build into lifelong relationships with people that live across the country from them, friendships, their wives are becoming best friends. I mean, these are really great launch pads to build successful relationships.
You totally agree. And I do want to throw in here, I totally agree with everything you said. We do have free tickets. I don't want anybody to forget that the little bubbles you're seeing on the screens, this is the code for you to get your ticket free while we're live. So there's really no excuse. To fly to Vegas is one of the cheapest destinations and one of the cheapest places to stay that you'll ever find. If you don't want to stay at the MGM, we do have discounts online for that. If you go to the website and you hit hotels, I think it's still open. I didn't check it. I don't know. But then there's also things like Hotwire and Airbnb and booking.com where you can find good deals. But make sure that you get your ticket. You can get it for free while we're live. Jeremy, yeah, I agree with that. And I think that sometimes shops believe that expos are for quote business people, you know, like salespeople. And I think that the GRE has been able to help shop owners really understand that no, an expo is for them if it's actually made for them. And the Gadget Repair Expo is made for the repair community. So everything there is focused around repair shops, their businesses, their technicians, their sales. Everything is focused on that. This is not another show featuring a small segment of repair. That is not what this is. And there was confusion about the tickets. So a lot of people were wondering, are the tickets for one day? Do I have to buy? If I want to enter, do I have to pay extra to hear speakers? No, never that. Our tickets are all included. 2 days. You get everything from speakers, the training demos, you get the VR experience. So bring your team on over to the VR experience and have some fun while you're there. You get the competitions, you get to watch those. You get cocktail party, the exhibitor floor, which is huge. And there's so many companies there that you can meet, negotiate with, learn more about. So this show is made for repair shops. So I just want to remind everybody about that. So Charles, I'm going to go to you next. So you are a shop owner too. So you don't just own Rise Credit, right? Let's clarify.
Right. Yeah, no, yes, I am. I've been owning cell phone shops for the past 15 years. You know, and it just kind of for my need. You know, I've always I've started
Oh, we're losing you.
up to the point where you got me? You there?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
cut
we had
off.
you dropped for a minute. You were cutting out.
Okay, yeah. So, I started grassroots, and it was through need that I learned a lot about credit and business credit, because I was thinking that I had to do it myself. I had to save every dollar and reinvest every single dollar that I owned into purchasing things for my shop. Whereas I was able to finally grow and scale once I learned the value of leveraging OPMs, other people's money or the bank's money, right? And so, but yeah, now I'm down to 3 shops. I've moved across. Not just vertically, but horizontally in terms of different businesses and industries that I've gotten into. But back to the expo, there's a lot of different things that I get from different expos and different conferences. I'm an avid conference goer, right? I'm always a sponge for information. But the Gadget Repair Expo is really different than any other cell phone. I've been to CTIA, and I've been to Cell Phone Repair Expo, and the Prepaid Expo and all of that. And I learned the most. I got the most out of the GRE, just because of the speakers and the how much they pour into people. I learned so much about scaling and growing, and because what we do is we kind of go run in the mill. We get stuck in this rat race, and we're paying attention to what's in front of us, right, every single day. But we sometimes forget at thinking outside the box and what else is important as far as like growing our business and continually learning. And so that's what I get the most out of there. And also just the energy and networking with all the brilliant minds. There's a lot of super smart, super savvy entrepreneurs that are there. And again, like a lot of other speakers, I'm glad you pointed that out, that it's all inclusive, right? Because if you go to other expos, I'm not trying to, down the Prepaid Expo, for example, but you got to pay for a lot of the different speakers and a lot of the breakout sessions, right? This being all inclusive is unlike any other expo, where I'm not just walking around in circles, meeting the exhibitors and meeting people. I'm actually in the sessions and learning. And I feel the transformation from the time that I get there at the beginning to the time that I leave at the end. I feel the transformation every time I've attended the Gadget Repair Expo. And that's the things that I'm most looking forward to. And I hate to be long-winded, but the final thing is actually putting a face to people. Like we spend so much time. All of us are in, most of us are in the cell phone repair shop talk, and we see people, and we're always talking about cell phone, but actually getting out, hanging, shaking hands with people, and learning people who the real people are behind the screens, behind the cell phone shop, and actually getting down the nitty gritty of meeting the human being part of the person. So that's what
I love that. Yeah, that's probably what I love the most of, because I sit behind a camera a lot of times, and sometimes it's like I want people to like meet me in real person and not have like this imagination of what I'm like, and so it's just really nice to like connect with people too, and like really see who's like talking to me, because a lot of times I'm talking to shop owners on like online, and I don't know who they are, and it's just nice to like really connect and feel like, oh wow, okay, I know this person, or a vendor or whatever. So I agree with that too. Thank you, Charles. So I'm gonna go to Javi and Martin. What are you excited for? You guys are old school GRE from the very beginning. So what are your thoughts?
I'm excited just to meet everybody again and have a good time. I mean, when you go to these trade shows, that's, I just like to learn the different things that are out there. Like Martin's going to have some great things on micro soldering. I'm going to be doing some refurb, and there's a lot of competitions going on. So we're going to see who is the fastest in repair, and of course, who's the fastest in back glass. So it's going to be a fun time.
I know.
Yes. I'm really excited for these different demos that will be at this repair expo. I'm not sure how many repair expos are here in the United States, but as far as I know, this is the only one for technicians that we do these kind of we own these repair shops. So it's really important if you're trying to advance or grow to attend these events, because that will connect you to the right people. Instead of thinking who you're going to purchase this equipment to, or who you're going to get trained from, or what company is the best distributor. So in this place, you can find all of that and grow faster instead of wondering where, how, and all of that questions that you can meet and talk to people and see their demos and see what they do and what they work best for them. So
Yeah.
it's awesome. It's great.
And asks the questions, and you know they're legitimate. You'll see a lot of posts in the groups where people saying, can you vouch for this person? Can you vouch for that person? When you go to the expo and you actually meet people in person, and you see, okay, they're a real person, they have a real business, they have a real thing going on. Martin and Javi, I mean, they sell equipment, they do all that. You can go there and talk to them. They have a booth. So then you can see their equipment and see what they're doing, see they're real people. They're not going to take advantage of you, instead of having to depend on Facebook to vouch for someone that you're spending thousands of dollars with sometimes. And so we do see a lot of people getting burned on the group, especially recently. I don't know why. I don't know if because it's become more like a spotlight on it, but I just feel like every day somebody's posting how they've been taken advantage of. And so going to an expo and meeting legitimate business owners like you who take their business serious, which is have something to give to you, something to offer to you, and you take that serious and they take that serious. That's the best way to go when you talk about working with vendors, is ones that are there that you can ask questions to. And then, something like Wise, right? Where the repair industry, I feel like there is a lot of people with a lot of questions. It's going to be great to actually have someone there. Jeremy's going to be there where you can, after he speaks, they're going to be at a booth. And you can come up and ask them questions and actually talk about the things that concern you that you don't understand. Maybe you just don't understand something about Wise. Maybe you don't understand something about credit. Maybe you don't understand something about micro soldering, refurbing, or sales. You just ask these people because they're there. They've come there intentionally to talk to you. So that's what I love about about the expos. And let's see here.
Definitely. I have a question for Jeremy. If you allow me. Okay, Jeremy, Wise, why do you think, give an advice to stores why they should get and participate in Wise certificate?
Oh, it's like, that's a big conversation.
That's a good, is it a big one? Okay, just in 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes, all right. And I'm gonna keep trying to sit still. I need to get up and walk.
You're a walker when you talk, right?
Yeah, if you see me bouncing around. So, really the motivation behind this, before it even had a name to it, was, the industry grew so fast and was creating a solution for not only consumers, but for manufacturers, OEMs, carriers, insurance companies. And it just all was just scattered. And the idea was, how do we kind of reel this in, and how do we find a common ground for people to be able to work together, and what could be that standard that we could hold people to, so other people would feel comfortable coming into this industry and saying, I trust a third-party repair shop. And so that was kind of the motivation behind it in the beginning. How do we kind of get out there and kind of grow what we think is a standard? Because you have all kinds of different repair shops in your city or market. If you don't, good for you, you picked a good market. But a lot of markets, you have a lot of competition. How do you distinguish yourself from everybody else? And so what we like to do is give you that opportunity to say that you're meeting the standard of wireless service excellence. And we built that standard and certification amongst the entire industry. All the OEMs, carriers were involved, the insurance companies were involved, but also a lot of independent voices. A lot of independent voices we're at the table building this certification from day one. A lot of larger reverse logistics and repair depots were at the table. So a lot of knowledge went into building these programs and went into building the prerequisite and the qualifiers that you have to meet to become Wise certified.
Yeah.
So,
and
in a nutshell, to be able to distinguish yourself, to be able to have that conversation with your customer, that we hold ourselves to a higher standard, that's the only standard that's recognized by the entire industry. And on another level, now we are seeing people like Samsung say, if you want, we would love to partner with you. Wise certification is what we've decided meets the standard that we want to see people held to. So you need to get Wise certified.
Excellent.
Recently, Amazon Renewed Premium is now doing that in the phone resale world as well now. So to become a vendor on Amazon Premium Renewed, you have to go through the Wise certification program. So we're looking at, giving a repair shop something to distinguish themselves, the consumer a trust, factor, and then also the whole industry is something to, you know, work with and partner with to make sure they're vetting top quality partners for services.
Yeah, and I mean, in the right of the industry, I do want to say the Gadget Repair Expo's goal is to bring the entire industry together. This does not mean that we sway with different opinions or anything like that. It's about coming together and having conversations. Because I know that there are probably technicians watching that have different opinions about, you know, maybe Wise and OEMs and right to repair and all of this. This is a very sensitive topic for many people in the industry. So it's not about, you know, right to repair is going to be there too. Matt's going to be there. He's going to be speaking. Can't wait to see him. Absolutely love Matt. And, you know, somebody from Samsung is going to be there. Somebody from Motorola is going to be there. So there's all these different aspects that we're just trying to be together because, like it or not, all of these different aspects are a part of the industry. And this expo is about the repair industry. So there's just nowhere better to come and talk if you have some sort of question, issue, you know, preset disposition about something and you want someone to talk to. The expo is the place to come and say, hey, Jeremy, this is what I'm thinking. You know, tell me what, you know, what does Wise say about that, right? And this is the place to do it. So that's what I love a lot here about the expo is just bringing all these different aspects together that have actually been pretty separated when they shouldn't have, because we all fall under the repair industry umbrella. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does everybody agree with me?
Yeah, I do. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And so I'm super excited about that. So
I like it.
Yeah. And yeah, anything else that we want to cover before? I'm looking on getting instructions on how to enter the expo, like how to park and how to walk in. There's going to be a cocktail party. Anything else we want to cover before we get off live?
It's you know, I by the way, this will be my first time I stay in the MGM. I've been in Vegas over 100 times.
Me too.
But this is the first time I go there. So I don't see it difficult. I mean, you'll walk in, we'll figure that. I mean, you'll see where the halls, always look where's the convention. Every hotel, if this is your first time going to Vegas, ask when you walk in, where is the convention area? That is, every hotel has an area where they have their meetings and stuff like this and expos. So one of them is there, probably where the MGM was famous with their boxing days, and they still have some events boxing, but it's somewhere in the back. Just ask.
Yeah, it's near. It's like walking towards the swimming pool.
Yes.
Near the food court. I was there last week to do a little bit of scouting. I stayed at MGM for 3 days, and I kind of went to the arena and to the conference halls and things like that. So if you walk all the way to the back and then kind of head right towards the Morimoto and all of the higher fine dining, you pass that up. There's the food court, and then right there to the left, kind of near the monorail. So that's a really good thing if you're not staying there and you happen to want to get around. The monorail is probably the best way to get around, even though there's Ubers available. But the monorail goes to just about every single strip hotel. So if you're somewhere else staying, you can hop on the monorail, hop right off, and as soon as you get off the monorail, you probably walk for less than 5 minutes, and you're right into the area where the expo is going to be.
And from our floor, you can see Topgolf. So whatever direction that is, there's Topgolf is right there. If you're not familiar with what Topgolf is, you got to look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, Topgolf is right through the window. So
Charles, question: Is it the first floor or second floor?
It's the first floor.
Escalators. It's
like I don't know where the actual place is going to be because we haven't. It wasn't set up like Gadget Repair, but I mean, like, there's only one main floor to get there, and then there's conference rooms downstairs, there's conference rooms upstairs. But the general area, right, is right there in the area that I was talking about.
Yeah, and we're gonna have coffee there inside, sponsored by Glacier. But there's also actually Starbucks inside where we're at around. I don't know what time they open, but they did show me that. So, is there any requirements for attire for the cocktail party? No. You come to the show how you feel most comfortable. Wear something with your logo on it if you want to, but you need to be comfortable. Bring something to take notes. Make sure you have cards to hand out. I know that you can do a digital card. I don't know. I'm old school. I like to have something in my hand to call people back on. But bring something to write stuff down, because you're going to be either sitting watching a speaker, sitting watching a demo, walking around the expo floor, which is massive. or sitting and watching a competition. So just be prepared to do a lot of walking. But no, the cocktail party is from 5 to 6, and it's right in the center of the expo exhibit floor. So you're just going to be right by the octagon, and then the cocktail party will start. So you're just going to be the way you were dressed at the show. Do they still have white lions at the MGM? Oh my goodness, you really put this out there, this question.
What is it?
Does the MGM have white lions? Charles, do they have white lions?
I don't think so. I was there, I've been there twice this year already, staying there, and I'm all over. Like this time I literally stayed there for 3 days, not just going around Vegas. So I didn't see white lions. The Mirage used to have the tigers with Siegfried and Roy, I believe, but they don't have those anymore. But yeah, I didn't see. They do have the gold lions, and there is not an octagon but a boxing ring as soon as you walk in, where people can, where the registration is, where people can go ahead and get take pictures and things like that. There was a big fight last weekend, but I don't think there's one going on during the expo.
MGM was the started boxing, Tyson days and all these big names.
Yeah, there is also the Wolfgang Puck restaurant there. They've got the food court, Subway, bars, Fat Tuesdays. I mean, oh my goodness, there's so much.
Wolfgang Puck is open until 2 a.m., which is really good. This is the latest. All the other nice restaurants are closed at 10. If anybody is interested in going to dinner, I suggest you hop on to MGM Grand's website and make reservation, because a lot of times there won't be any reservations available, and the waits are super long. So don't forget about that. Don't think about waiting until you're going to get there to make reservations for dinner at one of the restaurants. Definitely hop on there right now and make your reservations.
Plan your trip.
Everything tastes the same when you're drunk.
No drinking on day one, everyone.
Well, day one's the cocktail party, right?
Yeah.
That was a trick question right there.
It was.
Everything's good. Yeah. It's gonna be good. It's a good time. Good time. I can't wait to see you guys. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Yeah.
MGM app also has the best booking prices as well. Awesome. Thank you, Victor. Okay, so there's a little tip.
Victor, are you coming? Is Victor coming?
Yeah.
Yes?
Victor's
I'm pretty sure if he's know the prices of the hotel.
Victor's already got his reservation.
Isn't he competing? Are you competing, Victor? I don't know. I can't remember. We have the 3 competitions: micro soldering, back glass, screen replacement. If you are a repair technician, sign up. Oh my gosh, sign up. You guys I hear so many technicians so worried, oh, everybody's going to watch me. I'm going to feel, no, it's such an easy environment to be in. And you can win more than $1,000 cash. You're at least going to walk out with $1,000 cash for changing a screen. Come on, people,
That's unfair. Can I compete? I've never done it. But I'll destroy the phone.
Yeah, can we do the worst screen repair contest?
Yes.
Oh gosh. There we go. Greg says, I'll be checking in Wednesday morning. Greg, come down to the floor. Find it. Look for instructions on how to get there. We're going to have it on the website or the app. Haven't loaded it yet, so I can't tell you exactly. But come and get your badge printed. So then on day 1, you can just walk right in. You don't have to come to the registration booth, okay? It's going to make a big difference for everyone. I'll be up there at the registration booth on Wednesday helping with the badge printing, so you'll see me there too. Possibly
what time is Wednesday, Nicole?
Wednesday is pre-registration and badge printing if you want to beat the lines on day 1. Wednesday from 1 to 6 p.m.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's great. I double down on that advice. You don't want to waste a chunk of your day on Thursday by standing in line.
Yeah, and speakers start at 10 a.m. and so do demos. So we gave about an hour and a half for registration. So registration starts at 8, so probably 2 hours. But still, I mean, it can get pretty sticky up there. We try to make sure not having any issues, but hey, it happens. You know what I mean? Hey, Tony decided to join us. Hey, Tony.
My man, Tony, I am done calling you, man. You never answer your phone.
I sent the link.
But you know what? I'm gonna catch you when you get to Vegas.
It's Ramadan. It's Ramadan, brother. Everything is slow motion right now. We're not.
That's why I don't want to give you a hard time until after Ramadan.
No, it's almost done. How you guys doing? How's everything? How's everyone?
Great.
Great. Everything's
Great,
going
great. Hey,
wonderful.
Tony.
We're just
Just like
excited to get to the
I
expo
heard
next
one
week.
thing Nicole said, you need to book your tickets. You need to come.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
need to come. I think it's going to be, luckily based on what Brian said, all the booths are been sold out.
Yeah.
So we're really going to have a lot of vendors out. Definitely.
Yeah, it's going to be so great. I cannot wait. We've also got some meeting rooms, so you can actually schedule meetings. We have a quiet area where you can take some time for yourself. It's just a private space that anybody can use if you need to take time for yourself, which I think is really important. So we've got some really unique things going on. So I'm super, super excited. So yes, I said meeting rooms. There are 2 meeting rooms. So if you're on site and you want to take a serious meeting with a client or a vendor and you want to do some real negotiating, some real talks, you want to buy, 50,000 in phones from Tony. You say, Tony, I want to meet with you in the meeting room, and you guys have a private talk, right? Whatever it is, you can use the meeting rooms at your free will. You don't have to schedule them. There's going to be tables and chairs in there as well. So it's going to be a great show. Let's see here. Jason says, I can't wait to go next year. Oh, we're going to miss you this year, Jason. It's going to be a great show.
Jason, what's up, man? What happened?
I don't know why he's not going.
Well, it is what it is. I hope everything is okay, though.
Look, Greg says he planned. He registered and had his room booked in January. That's what I'm talking about.
Genuinely,
And Victor says he just wants this photo on the website. He wants the clout.
Let's put your picture, man. We have you right here.
To go to expos because usually you can get motivated in the expos and then you go back to your store and you can implement your hard work and the things that you learn at the show directly right away, and you'll see results right away. Unlike shows that happen usually in summertime where you come back to your business motivated and it's slow everywhere and you don't see the results very quick. So I think it's important that this show is in April. So, you'll come back to your business and people still have money so you can implement a lot of the things that you learned into the show, such as like the financing game, the insurance games, the devices and stuff like that. So it's very important for you to learn a lot of these things during the busy season where you can see the results quicker.
Mm-hmm. Completely agree. Oh, I thought Ahmed was pointing over here like he lost audio. Okay. All right. So is there anything else that we need to cover? I mean, Tony, I feel bad because you just jumped on, but I know you've got so much going on.
Oh, no, I know. I figured.
Yeah. But is there anything else? I mean, I'm excited. I'm going to be there like Sunday. So I got to get used to the time change.
So
I'll be a
you're
zombie at the
going
expo.
there from Sunday to Sunday? A whole week?
Sunday to Saturday.
Oh, so 6 days instead of...
Oh my God. Like, I hate Vegas.
Listen, 4 days was the longest I've ever been there.
Yeah.
Like when I leave Vegas, I'm done, man. I don't know if I say 6 days, I need to go back to rehab or something.
It drains my soul.
Or Nicole there.
What is it?
Hey
What'd you
guys,
say,
I'm
Tony?
gonna have to jump off.
Okay.
Have to jump off right now.
All right,
see you
thanks,
guys
Javi.
in a few
Well,
days.
Here's the show.
Yeah, I think we have one more live coming up, so I'll be on
Yeah.
that, and we'll see you guys all next week.
See you then. Bye.
Bye.
What'd you say, Tony? You broke up.
How many vendors do we have showing up?
Oh my gosh, I don't
I know
know.
we-
The
I
exact
know the
number.
booth
I think
are
it's
sold
over
out.
100, or
Nice.
I don't know. I think it's over 100. I don't know the exact number because I don't do the booths.
Yeah,
It's Brian Ahern. Brian Ahern, if you are watching, comment the number of vendors.
Yeah.
This
But
is
if
the
you
large.
want-
This is the biggest, the largest, the best, the most fun. Vegas. I mean, everything is right there.
Yep.
Business,
Here-
pleasure, fun, you name it.
There's the exhibitor map. I just put in the comments.
What is it?
I've just put the exhibitor map in the comments, and also the where to buy a ticket.
Yeah, layout is pretty good too. The layout of the hall is pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
It
it's
is.
a lot of results. Well, if you guys are checking out, I'll check out as well. And
Yeah.
I'll see you guys. Good to
Next
see you
live.
all. Charles,
Good
Mark,
to see you.
Ed.
We're doing one Friday, so 3 a week.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Good to see you, Tony.
Do we have anything next week, or is it that's it?
Yeah, no, I'm next week too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring you guys as much video as I can get out of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Get your ticket. Free tickets. So get the code and get your free ticket. Thank you guys for being on here.
Thank you so
And
much.
I see all of you next week.
Pleasure to meet you, Jeremy.
All right,
First
see you
time.
guys next week.
Yeah, look forward to seeing you guys.